Hey guys, Bernie General here, back with another video, and today I'm here to do an updated video on why I still use CRTs in 2019 now. Now, many of you probably are on this channel because of my why I still use CRTs in 2016 video, and that video was nice and all, but I knew a lot less then compared to what I know now. So, I'm here to give you an updated video on my reasoning for why I still use these beautifully fat beasts. Turn this light on. So, what you're looking at right now is my monitor. It's just a pretty standard 14-inch, 800 by 600 at 75 hertz kind of monitor. Very, basic. But, okay. But, reason one why I still use CRTs in 2019 is, like I said in the old video, they're durable. I can just think nothing's gonna really hurt this thing that I can throw at it without being, you know, ridiculous. Sure, yeah, you can break CRTs, take a hammer to it. But do you see a hammer within reaching distance on this desk? No, because fucking why would there be? I'm not sure what the delayed right fail is all about. I really don't care. Go fuck yourself, Windows. The reason number two on why I still use these CRTs is because they just have better color accuracy. Now this one's kind of a bad example because its tube is a little worn out, not to mention it's not very high end of a monitor to begin with. But even this, you can kind of tell. Like, if I pull up a nice image here, let's pull up 4K image. I mean, like, you can already kind of see the colors on a CRT, they're just phenomenal. If I open one of these up here, if my computer will cooperate with me. It usually doesn't like to, but that's fine. Most computers don't like cooperating with their owners. I've learned that over time. And as you can see, colors there, just look, they pop. They really, really pop. And I mean, like I said, this CRT isn't even that great of an example because its tube is a little on the worn inside, and it's pretty mundane of a monitor to begin with. This is no sort of high-end, crazy, super nice monitor. This is just what I use on my desk on a daily basis because it's easy and cheap to replace. Which brings me into my next reason on why I still use these, and that's because they're cheap. Yes, they're rare. I can hear all of you now yelling, but they're so hard to find. They are very hard to find, and they're getting harder to find by the day. I'm actually quite sad because it's getting nearly impossible to find these. But when you do find them, you can get them very, very cheap. This monitor I got for the price of 10 cents. It was in a garage with a whole slew of other CRT monitors, and this just happened to be one of the ones in the pile that I picked out. And 10 cents, like I said. A lot of times you can find these on the street. A lot of times you can find them in garage sales and stuff. People will give them away. They're not hard to get once you find them. Yes, they're hard to find, but when you find them, they're usually not going to be that expensive unless you get some scalper who thinks that everything's a retro gaming monitor or TV. And next point of why I use these, aesthetic. Aesthetic. I'm a huge fan of old school style, of old school vibes, I guess you could call it. And this monitor is exactly that. I mean, it's beautifully yellowy beige. It's blocky. It's got a bulbous tube screen. It looks like what you would have seen on most people's desks 25 years ago. And my TV is also a perfect example of this, because my TV, as you can see, is really old. It's got frickin' chrome dial knobs. It's got wood everything. It's bulby. It's cool. And I love that about this TV. is just the way it looks. Sure, I have TVs with stereo speakers, component inputs, and flat tubes. Sure, I do. But this one looks cooler, and I don't really need super good sound or ultra high definition picture. Coaxial signal is good enough for me, because the only reason I ever use this TV anyway is when I'm going to sleep at night or waking up in the morning. Most of the time I'm not here. So, I mean, this TV really gets used kind of minimally. I mean, it usually is on most of the night because I just have to wake up at 2 in the morning and turn it off. But you can see it's hooked up. Works just fine. Now, another reason I use these things, I know there's a lot of reasons, and this is a personal reason to me. This is probably not going to be a reason for you, because I'm one of 3 people that I have found that are like me. And that is LCDs, flat panels, OLED, QLED, AMOLED, I don't care what the hell it is. It can be the most modern, frickin' hyper-resolution flat panel out there. They give me headaches. Bad, throbbing, pounding, and quick headaches. I mean, sorry, interruption, but what I mean is, like, if I sit in front of a flat panel for any extended period of time, so like anywhere above 10 minutes, I'm already like throbbing, pounding headache. With CRTs, I can sit in front of this monitor all day, every day, and I will not feel a darn thing. So this monitor has saved me a lot of time getting headaches and a lot of prescriptions, because my eyes actually have not gotten any worse, really, since I stopped using flat panels. For those who don't know, about 4 years ago, I switched back from flat panels back to CRTs after having flat panels for a while. I have not gotten any higher prescription of glasses since then, and I've been to the eye doctor multiple times. I have not gotten headaches on a regular basis since then, and I've not had to replace a screen on purpose since then. And what I mean by that is I replace my CRTs all the time just for the fun of it. At least I did at one point. I don't really move them that much anymore. But they don't really go out on me. I don't really ever have any problems with them. As you can see, I mean, this one's a little trooper. It was in a garage this monitor was in a garage since 2001, and I just fired it up, and it works. And that brings me to my last point, at least that I'm going to make in this video, and that's that CRTs will survive the test of time. Like I just said, this monitor I got out of a garage that had been sitting there since 9/11. 9/11, September 11, 2001, the tragic day where America was brought under attack. That's when this monitor was last used, according to this guy who sold it to me, which I kind of believe him because it was covered in about 6-7 layers of thick dust. I got it home, I turned it on, I let the capacitors warm up and the tube warm up, and lo and behold, this monitor still works just fine. Still looks just fine. And a quick extra point I wanted to make is just that these are analog. They don't have pixels, so you can really go crazy with resolutions on these monitors, as well as refresh rates. They're not stuck at 60 hertz like most consumer flat panels are. So if you're looking for something that's high refresh rate, aesthetically pleasing, tough as nails, and really, really quality image for an extremely cheap price, go with a CRT. They're good options. Sure, they're